For the defending AFC champion quarterback, Gardner Minshew, for the #1 overall pick. And with Trent Green, Melanie Collins on our side. The Chiefs, after a decade of dominance.
They've been to the Super Bowl for everything he can to try and get back from, as you mentioned, in the offseason, leading this team in 3 games.
We just had the flip of the coin. Who is back, along with the running back, the Chiefs, and wheel his way here.
Well, it's a great opportunity, as I just said, and he's got a beat-up offensive line. A number of injuries along that front. Got a couple of...
You can see 28-yard line, 1st and 10, end around. This goes to Worthy, and he looks for a block and not much there. And out of bounds he goes, slot, but they do welcome back one of their best today.
Well, and this is the matchup I'm looking at right here. Trey Smith missed the last 3 games with that.
Thornton is out today. The tackles, Taylor, Moore, Simmons, Morris, all gone. It's a 2nd down and a quick throw with a whistle.
2nd down.
So let me ask you, with the new quarterback, new cadence, and you took the first team snaps this week, the change in cadence
used, and you can see right there, Pole, the left pass play, it was a timing throw that he was able to get the ball out quickly.
Here's a 2nd and 6, and Pollard gets the call and tries to work his way up, and Cochran is the...
And the fact that the running game has got to be more solid in terms
of the #8 defense in the NFL of Kansas City. 3rd down to Ward, outside, caught, DK. And then,
even when they're playing zone defense, they like to play press coverage, and this time just too much of a cushion as they get him in zone, able to get a quick throw to the outside.
Pollard the back, and the call on 1st and 10, and again he's up the middle with Bolton around his thigh at about the 3rd.
And Pollard just hit the cutback. Good job by the guys up front. Tillery got
2nd down and 4, and outside they go here. Spears, he'll dance and drive, and then
throw. Watch number 8. He expands, and then he shoots up, and he's able to get the hit, but not able to get him down. Spears and out.
If indeed they work in those world, there's a 3rd down and 3. Ward and caught. It's a 1st down.
For this team in the passing game is Okonkwo and Helm, the 2 tight ends. They utilize them as much as anyone, and way back to the left and got the completion in the 1st down.
Ryan Cook on the coverage. Cook with the tackle. So on this layer down, they're taking a look at Spears, and we'll be back in 30 seconds to Nashville after this.
When the ball travels more than 10 yards in the air, so far everything's been pretty short.
They go with Spears here, tries to stiff arm his way. He's clearly just trying to process things. It's settled down the last couple weeks. But going long sometimes for even better.
A lot of it has to do with the pocket around you as they bring blitz here.
Latham the block. Oh, it's getting messy, and down goes Ward. Sacked again, hit by a couple.
He's got Bolton. Oh, it's Jamari Connor. They bring the safety there, and they just collapse the pocket.
So now it is 3rd and 17. They need the Chiefs. 36. And Ward deep and incomplete.
Throws 4-4 on everything else under 10 yards. That time he sees middle of the field open. 2 safeties are separated. He thought he could get here and get the chains moving.
On the 6, fake the hunt, quick throw. Here they go. Hollywood Brown out past the 15.
First touchdown since week 3. 7-3. Bucks leading Carolina. Back to you.
Boy, an important game in the NFC South. And they're bringing 4, and he's back there with time. Pole the block, going deep and incomplete.
Side, defense number 49. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay 1st down.
That's outside linebacker Arden Key.
Worthy was out there if you put a little bit more on it.
Titans, the 3rd most penalized team in the NFL. Here's the run. Pacheco tries to dig.
Find his house had been broken into and burglarized by a group of masked, armed individuals. He said the first thing he thought of was his mom, Brenda, who typically always...
Pacheco the back, 2nd down 2. And Pacheco the call. Humphrey trying to give a block, and he's out near the 29.
On the throw over the middle, and then the penalty in that run there by Pacheco.
Smith on the move, fake to Pacheco, offering a block. Minshew on the move, and downfield and incomplete.
But he was hoping coming into this game after taking that early hit.
All right, 1st quarter has come to the close with a scoreless 1st. Smith-Schuster on the move, and back to pass. Minshew, and knocked down again. 2nd batted and once again it's Simmons.
He's speculating like what's going on with Gardner Minshew, but ever since that hit on the opening drive, right at the feet of Kelsey, so we got to figure out what's going on, as that was it was blocked.
It was. And it's bouncing and picked up at the 40 by DK. Foundational piece with this broadcast from the 42. After the punt, Ward going deep and incomplete. Prochet is on the move. Second down and 10 for the Titans. It goes outside to their tight end, Gunnar Hill. And he is trying.
Cam Ward and then that young nucleus of talent around him.
Third down, 3, here they come. Down he goes. Back to the 4.
They bring all 7 up front. You can't block everybody, even in 6-man protection. That means somebody's coming clean, and Bolton's the one that does. Right up the
Hecker. It's a crosswind from the near to the far side. He's not going to bat. Oh, boy, he was on the signal on the punt by Hecker. And Remigio is a little slow to get up.
Even if it's late, you can't hit him before the ball gets there.
And he did. He got whacked on the play and drilled. So Remigio trying to collect himself on the sideline.
Illegal block in the back. Receiving team number 34. Plays half a distance to the goal line. First down, Kansas City.
In Nashville on CBS.
In history of recovery, they are optimistic he can be back by week 1 of next season.
Well, somebody moved. And Mel, I'm going to keep you on here real quick after we get this call. There was no meniscal damage, and like you said, they've already started the rehab.
That's correct.
Toe injury. He's just amazing. First, they're going to get him in the backfield and in the end zone. And Hunt was knocked down.
Simmons is going to be lined up right there. He gets right by Suamatai and gets into the backfield.
We mentioned this earlier, has the highest quarterback pressure rate among any defensive tackle in the NFL.
They're a little fired up, but the level of respect he has for Chris Jones, right? Chris Jones was at Mississippi State, defensive lineman. You're keeping tabs on the game and keeping tabs of what they're doing on the other side. And he said he was
away. And you saw a very heated, heavily decorated back. Now here's the kickoff, the 15-yard line. He'll take it. One of the top return men in the NFL, number 1 in all-purpose yards.
After the play, personal unnecessary roughness. Kansas City number 21. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
Week losing a close game, getting knocked out.
That he's been in with the veteran Minshew and, of course, the great Mahomes. Here's a 2nd and 4. Pacheco, draw play, got the first down. The rookie out of Cal. They just placed 3 safeties this week.
Trey Smith is going to be polling, and he's the one that ends up getting the hit.
We're going to step in Odokin, who has never attempted a pass in the regular season. There's a handoff with the tackle made inside.
Walking down the Chiefs sideline, it appears that they're going to take him into the locker room here for further evaluation, but I'm told it is a knee injury.
2nd down and 5. Odokin will hand off, and Pacheco will take it.
Here with 3 games to go. We don't know how serious it is. We don't know how long he's going to be out. He may go to the tunnel and come running back in. Who knows? But just as him, so this is a great opportunity for him.
3rd down 1, and the handoff, and it looks like they've got the first down with Hunt. He took 5 snaps, but he has never thrown a pass, and clearly never been in a game at this stage of the year.
He's been beat up. Legarius Sneed hasn't played hardly at all this season.
Here goes perhaps his first NFL pass. He's being chased, and he will intend. And Odokin will get it and fire and complete it. And it's grabbed of the NFL with 12 consecutive seasons of 800 receiving yards.
The category with Jerry Rice speaks volumes.
3rd down 4 with Pacheco the back. And a timeout. And the Chiefs, of 10 Super Bowl champion, comes up with the reception right there. It is his first catch of the day. They have 45 yards away from that. And if he does hit that mark, there goes Marcus Harris. He's going to leave the field. Edworthy in the backfield and a quick throw and dropped incomplete. And they were going that time for
Schuster out to the outside, but Baker, watch as he uses that left arm, wraps around and knocks it away. Good timing on his part.
54-yard field goal try. It is away. He's got the accuracy, and it is perfect. And so the kickoff after the 54-yard at about the 1. Nice hit on the play. Big time hit in.
During the return, holding number 31 return team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
That's on Mullings, the running back. And downstairs, we need all the information we can get because they are losing numbers quickly. 1st and 10. And they try to burrow right there. Ooh, and out to the 13.
Well, right at the snap of the ball, all 7 come again. All 3 linebackers. Well, there's 8 at the line of scrimmage there. They only rush 4.
Blocked by Spears. Blockers ahead, including Skaronski. A great block by Zeitler. Off to the race.
Well, Spears is just going to slip out. You figure you're getting pressure, so you decide to dial up a screen. Great design here.
First down and 10. And Pollard will find a gap and Cook's through his way near the...
40 eligible, 72 is eligible.
Cook looks like he's a little bit gimpy.
Yeah, we just heard him.
See offense. Spears back there, 2nd and 2, tries to dance and brought down on the play. Mike Pinnell.
Which been several times he's come in as that extra tight end. They want to establish that. This is, you got a young quarterback who struggled with hanging on.
Games, they've gotten some traction. 3rd and 2. It's Spears, big time hole. First down run inside the 35.
He sees here, and then all of a sudden Bolton gets picked. Gelati goes upfield too far. Spears sees that and is able to cut back.
And they've got it deep in Kansas City territory. Spears is still back there. Here goes Ward on the move, caught on the near side. Rookie 4th round pick, as we mentioned, out of Stanford.
Well, the Titans had mentioned they wanted to move Cam Ward around. They don't want him to just sit in the...
With Spears the back. 2nd and 1. Spears picking and poking and short. Lucky to get back. And then the regular roster. He was a one-time 3rd round pick by Chicago. 3-year playback Mullins. 3rd down 1. And it's a handoff. And they go to the fullback right here who tries to dig his way in. 24. Chestnut is the one to carve out the first. The 2-minute warning. A safety by Simmons of the Titan defense. Butker, a 54-yard report from our studios in New York. 1st and 10 with a handoff here, and they go to the fleet-footed Spears.
With a run out to the left, and then he winds it back, and just the speed. Connor loses leverage.
Spears with the run.
Kansas City's 2nd.
Be able to take advantage of it. Pollard averaging over 5 yards a carry, and Spears now up around 5 as well.
And it's Spears with a block in there by Martin Robinson, the tight end, and then wrapped up Bolton to meet him.
Spears tried to maintain some patience.
Spears on the
down, and then this last cutback to get around the edge. Getting him down and trying to establish that group up front.
Julius Chestnut is the back from the 7. Here's a little pitch. They go up, shovel pass, touchdown. Carter.
Watch this. He's going to spin around, fake it here, then forward. Good little kick out block. And because of the action,
the last 2.5 games, an 82-yard drive. Spears was terrific. Here's the extra point by Joey Slye. So, Trent, you have a 2-12. Tennessee get a new head coach because they've only got an interim, and they fired their head coach earlier this season after week 6. These are all
tape shows that they're still working and trying to get better, and that's really the message as we look at Mike McCoy is trying to show from a message standpoint, and the young guys have followed along.
Remigio will take it past the 30. 9-3 Tennessee Titan lead. Continuing the tradition started last. 1st and 10. Oladokin is the quarterback. With a block over there by Roderick. And snaps against Denver. But here his first real action in terms of game time. There's a pass to Worthy right up.
Often has he run the 2-minute drill with this offense, right? Mahomes just got hurt llast week. Minshew.
Clearly some terrific learning experiences and downs for Oladokin, who will run it and then throw it on the fly. Nice looking one-handed grab. Brown.
It's stepping up and to give the appearance that he was going to take off and run. Nice one-handed catch by Hollywood Brown. As he's able to get out, dial up too much pressure, because then you're leaving guys on an island one-on-one.
First
just rushing forward.
Oladokin will go underneath here. And he hits Pacheco. 10 seconds to go. As Butker warming up on that sideline for Coach Andy Reid. It'll be 3rd and about 8. They're going to bring him
10-15 seconds. 2nd down, he narrowly escapes the tackle.
Butker. Little win to deal with, and he'll get it in and get 3.
Well, and really when you consider, Oladoka not having many reps, if any, with the first unit coming in with
preseason, of course, but regular season, this is it.
But, you know, we were talking about this at the beginning of the game with Gardner Minshew, right? This is an opportunity to establish himself and be that guy that gets the reps in the offseason, depending on how the rest of this game goes. And
we'll take it at about the 3 for the Tennessee Titans in what will be perhaps the final play of the first half. And he'll take it up, and then
here, guys, as Gardner.
Here, 1st and 10. And the fake to Pollard, and outside they go. Helm, the tight end, hit by Cook.
Leg, and just didn't look right. He was limping through a couple of series, just didn't look like he was moving around real well. Final drive before the half to get 3 points.
And as Mel told us, Noah Gray is the backup now with Pollard pushing the pile past the 30.
Out of the run game there, that the Titans, they've wanted to establish the run. They talked to us about establishing the run, what they've done the last couple weeks, and then terms of what they've been able to do offensively.
Spears the back, 3rd and 4. And a block by Martin. There's a great catch on the far side.
Way into the outside. Iomanner is able to bring that in right in front of Watson. Watson's in good position.
Plus air yards in this one. 1st and 10. Spears tried to dance, and Redwell hit by Hicks, brought down.
Screen play as well, picking up big yardage. That time there, Hicks able to bring him down for a limited gain.
And we'll see this
position today.
Pollard back there now. 2nd down 8. They bring everybody. Here comes Tranquil. Here comes Hicks. And he's pelted as he throws and caught.
Seeing that Ward is struggling in the pocket. Let's see. 1, 2. To the right. Then it collapses because of Tranquil's blitz. Then he gets to the outside. DK's going the other direction. And Ward, once he sees DK, they're able to get it in. And
they go quickly out here to Spears on 2nd down and 10. Getting a block from Jefferson and stagger just a bit. Spears makes the grab. 3rd down and 7.
It's all rookies we're talking about. They've got to. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, 3rd down 7. Here's Spears. There is a nice block by Jefferson. Diving low.
Trying to get a quick snap.
1st and goal. Here they go. Ward, end zone, caught, touchdown.
DK going to the flat.
He's bounced around the NFL a little bit. He drills it home. And the 4th touchdown pass of the season. And give me 2, but today he is 5th. And here's Remigio, who will take it the kickoff, bouncing off bodies and out near the 20.
We're not sure if something was said prior. Maybe Hicks said something to him previously in this game.
Who finished up his college career at South Dakota State. 1st and 10. Pacheco the handoff near the 30. And brought down
last year to this year.
Where's at number 19? Joe Montano, or that 19 for the Chiefs. Here they come up the middle with Sweat. Chased by Simmons. Outside he goes.
He sees the 2 defenders collapse. He dumps it off, and
Pacheco again.
Another Pacheco dump off. So
on 1st and 10, hit by Williams, and
understanding where that line is, seeing that the defense reacted, and finding a wide open.
Now some creditable snaps. 2nd down 6, and Kareem Hunt. Look at him work his way, and he was hit initially.
We saw Creed and Trey Smith both getting fired up on the. Because of the penalties, right? They'd had some dumb penalties on the offensive.
Starting in Godric today, 3rd and 4. Oladokin underneath and incomplete. A little bit wide. Covered up.
Well, this is the direction of the first 2 kicks for Butker.
Win from the near side to the far. And he is going to miss it. Wide right. The rookie quarterback of the Titans will get it next with a lot of different coaches and coordinators over the years. 2nd down and 7. Moving on the play from Tillery and hauls it away.
As long as he did, that was something he was doing earlier in the season. Taking a lot of sacks, took 48 sacks the first 12 games, and then
the 43. Spears the back. He'll release. Got away inside from Jones. Out to Spears. He'll drive and
nope, they're going for it. With a 10-point lead. And I think they're going to be short.
Kansas City's ball. The Chiefs hold defensively.
Well, and as I said, I thought they were going to go up there and just try
to take over at the 50. Oladokin. Godric a block at the right tackle and incomplete. Looking for Juju Smith-Schuster.
And this is tough. Looking right back into the sun. I don't even know if I don't know if Smith-Schuster was even for the Chiefs. If you're on that right sideline, the top of the screen.
Outside it goes, Brown. A season he has had reclaiming his career. And 12. Oladokin outside, wide open, he's got Worthy. Xavier Worthy takes it inside the 10.
You've got to expand, you've got to take that away. But as I said, this secondary, a lot of these guys haven't even been here for very long. Some of them only
at the 7. With a handoff, Pacheco chopping his way inside the 5 and close.
Well, Trey Smith is slow getting up. He missed the last 3 games because of an ankle. He was able to get up and kind of wobble.
Chairs, they came up short, as you know, but they did make the big game. 2nd and goal, wide, incomplete for Pacheco. Nice play there by Jihad Ward. Oh boy, it was slight, a graze maybe. Never thrown a pass in the NFL until today. Here he is, 3rd and goal, got away once. Dancing, fumbled, loose. Got away from Arden Key.
Yeah, you see the ball, that's a loose ball when you're just swinging it around like that. They're fortunate to get it back.
2-yard field goal try.
That's number 98. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
Jeffrey Simmons, who's had 2 deflected balls.
Positive is, I asked him, I said, really what his message is this going to be a great opportunity, and whoever's in there, we need you to play well.
27-yarder by Butker, 3 more on the board. 2 field goals will belt this to DK at the 5-yard line. And he was knocked out. Cam Ward. This team, he started every game, and you can see his number of passes.
Trying to learn the NFL, and right now he's definitely playing well.
Pollard on 1st and 10 wrapped up. Now, you need to step back and look at this Tennessee franchise to rank in the bottom 6 in both total offense and defense. But they've got a terrific, that is the most in the NFL. 2nd down and 8. Running laterally is Pollard, looking for a block out there from Cushenberry. And again, he is stacked.
Well, and you got to think about how you can stack those up. So you got Cam Ward. We've talked about the 2 young receivers. The
cap space. So there's some things they can do. Mike Borgonzi is going to have a big offseason.
3rd down 4. Here they come. Karlaftis chasing, Jones chasing, and Ward will throw it.
Someone was held downfield.
I think they're going to get Gelati tackling Spears. That's who Ward was trying to get.
Illegal contact, defense number 21. It's a 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
Jaden Hicks called.
And that each of the last 3 ball games. I mean, that's unbelievable when you think of how young this team is. And
3rd in the NFL in tackles, so they've got some pieces.
1st and 10, moving up, getting away on the move. There
I mean, what he has around him, he's able to get away from Karlaftis that time. Pennell's chasing. There's Tranquil getting him out of bounds.
I mean, there is a lot here to like.
You would think so, right? If you're the head coach, at number 1, you look at who the quarterback is.
7, they move to the new stadium. 2nd down 10, first play, 4th quarter. Here's a run by Pollard into the secondary. And brought
Mike Borgonzi, we were talking
for the Chiefs. 3rd down 1. Ward on the move, high and uncatchable. Incomplete, looking for the 2nd time all season. The Tennessee general manager John Robbins taking over. 2nd down and 8. And they try to go up the middle, and again, that was close. And Chris Jones
they're going to get a first down.
Sure,
I think he left a little bit early, so that just got him right into the neutral zone as he tried to work that corner.
Number 72 is reporting eligible, 72.
But a two-possession game, 2-score game. Now all of a sudden you get back to 1, and
Pollard, right side, minimal gain. 2nd down.
That time Chris Jones just pushes Skronsky right into the backfield and blows that play up.
You said Skronsky.
1st-round picks.
Spears the back, 3rd and 10. Latham the block. Downfield he goes, caught at the 5. Good luck.
Bringing the tight end to the flat. So you're going to see the tight end come out here to the flat. That draws Watson or just gets him to hesitate a little bit. Io Manor is able to.
Spears the back and the call. 1st and goal. There's a good-looking block by Cushenberry. Opens the door. Titans have scored.
There's nobody. That's.
Couple minutes into the 4th quarter. It is perfect by Slide. 23-9. The 2 and 12. Gardner Minshew, 10 of 14, 107. Into the air again. And downfield and incomplete. Look.
this whole season, but
And 72 is from the International Player Pathway Program.
The edges.
5-yard penalty, still sound.
C.J. Ravenel, a former Raven, will pick that up and is not allowed a sack as the starting Chicago. Oh, there's another move. It's 3 with an ankle. So the Chiefs, Trent, have lost 3 straight. They've lost 5 of 6 and 4 of
that. So it's been that kind of season so far for the Chiefs.
Lynch is chasing the Kansas City quarterback.
The agents there, you're going to have to. And it looks like
we're offset.
Looks like Godric moved early. So this is the being in there for 10 straight seasons.
Pollard, 1st and 10 run. Got a Cushenberry back, and look at Cushenberry try to lead the way downfield.
Well, and think about a statement here. If you're the Tennessee Titans, you come into this with 2 wins. You're going against a team that has been to the last 3. See them stacked up right along the line of scrimmage.
Pollard on 1st and 10. Cushenberry will lead the block, and then it's Karlaftis jumping on him after a game.
Closest knit team he's ever played on. He credited Bill Callahan and some of the team building things.
The guys are still fighting, playing hard. It is shown today. Okonkwo will go out of bounds, knocked out right there. That's a shuffle pass earlier on a 7-yard touchdown to get things going for Tennessee.
Well, and back to what Simmons in the closeness of this team.
Okonkwo now has caught 4 for 37. 3rd and 6 downfield, another catch. This time it is a 1st and 10. Spears looking for a block from Skoronski. Cuts the other way, holding on for dear life. Week Trent has scored over 20 points. They're near the bottom of the NFL in scoring, but this
when you have a young team, it's the things you're looking for as a coach.
Spears, 2nd down and 6. Not a whole lot. Swerving on 3rd down with the quarterback throwing. Here's another one. Spears the bobble with a nice block at there by Okonkwo.
Down, and it's been impressive. You know, coming into this, they're the worst team in the NFL on 3rd down. And they're one of the worst teams in 3rd area. Well, that's why it's hard to count their red zone percentage, right? Just because they haven't been down there very much.
1st and 10 run. And 6 and 8. 9 3rd down conversions is late. Gardner Minshew taking the place of the injured Patrick Mahomes. Injured early in the game. It was a knee. They quickly took him. 2nd down and 8. Pollard. Skoronski leading the way. Oh, look at him. Slice his way inside the 10. Get it.
77. You don't want, if you're number 8, you're like, oh my gosh, I got to take on this guy. And Skoronski just throws him to the ground.
10 explosive plays today from Tennessee. It is 1st and goal. Look at the hustle and the backpedaling drive down to the 2nd down and goal. Pollard, Simmons the block, the leap for 6.
Jeffrey Simmons going to be the lead blocker.
A good one.
Illegal formation on the play.
A very late flag there to. They already had the extra point out on the field.
I held up my hand. I told you what I was going to do. What if we get
is eligible? So it appeared to me on that last replay that he did acknowledge that substitution was taking place.
Look at the move. Thank you, Gene. Down.
Offense number 72. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay 2nd down.
So Udo was called. Well, wait a minute.
Well, I think what Cleat. Here's the thing. I'm going to defend Cleat a little bit. I think he's saying that Udo is reporting instead of Simmons.
Now they got a 2nd goal, and it goes to Okonkwo, who is out of bounds after the catch, and
he's going to have to be the one to answer that.
Zero's on the play clock, so that's a delay.
Simmons with a tackle for loss on Pacheco, and then he's the one that gets the safety on Kareem Hunt.
Goal. They crowd the line. Spears knifing his way inside the 10 to the 9. That has made 7 consecutive AFC Championship games with a lot of question marks going to the offseason.
Back in Kansas City and rehabbing already.
27-yard slide field goal good. 26-9, the Tennessee Titans.
But you can see Brady went on to have a long, he basically had a second career. 14 years I chopped it up even more so. So it's a long road back. But I know he's got the work ethic to do it.
Oladokin goes down 3 by the defense. So let me ask you.
What I can say